Welcome back to Oscar's Bonsai Farm. It's a cold, wet day here where I am. So, just been wiring up these little Pinus nigra, Austrian black pine. Find it hard to get Japanese black pine, so I know where there's a row of these planted. So we're able to grab the pine cones. This seed is normally very viable. I think we've had 80 of these come good and germinate. So this year we collected a bit more than that. We should have maybe a couple of hundred maybe. So today we're just going to wire them up. Bit of noise from that rain. Last time I looked we had over 10 mil and it's been raining heavy ever since. So this is one I did just before. Not going too savage on the bends, just nice gentle ones. We can tighten that up later. I haven't wired stuff this small, but I think we need to get a bit of movement in the lower section. So you need 1.5 mil wire for this. And pines can be a little bit tricky. Get the wire on because I don't want to try not to crush any of the foliage. So I tend to use the tweezers and just lift the needles through as I go. Can be a bit tricky, these needles, but it's worth persevering. So wiring these up now gets an early movement in the trunk, and then I can grow them up to be bigger trees or do small little showing size trees. So you can see how you can just use the tweezers and kind of just work through it. Now we don't get real cold winters here. Today is most probably about the coldest day I've seen for ages. Maybe 9 degrees right now. And normally our winter days sit around 12 to 15. Right now that we've got this wired up, you can see how try to get between the needles all the way. Thing I've noticed with these Austrian black pines, especially the seedlings, you don't get that well of shoots. You can see how they actually go alternate. Same with this one, little bunch here, but then left, right, all the way up. Same with this one. They tend to, they don't have that clump of growth where you get that bulging of the trunk as in some like black pines and stuff. Even this one. They just don't tend to do it. It might just be the season I had, I don't know. So, just got to be a little gentle with these guys. You know, you don't really need much. And then you turn it around. So that's the front, that's the side. Got some movement as well. There's a nice little tree. We'll do one more. Pruning off the dead needles here. We go 1.5mm wire. This is a little cypress. I was a bit hesitant to bend these guys because they're still quite green. But again, we've got quite a few. So I thought, well, why not give it a go? So we did a couple of these. And I'll also do Arizona cypress later today as well, like this. This is a trial to see what happens. Once I've done this one, I'll go get a couple that are much bigger trees. So they germinated about a month or so prior to these because I had germination issues. Some people are saying, oh, just put them in the ground. Some are saying 1 month stratification. So I got just only a handful. And then when I went 2 months stratification in the fridge, I had like way better success rate, and within 7 to 10 days of playing the seeds out of the fridge, they were germinating. So it makes a huge difference. Same with the radiator pines. I stratified them for 2 weeks, as they reckon. Didn't really work, did it for a month, and like, so much better. Radiator's a bit harder than these guys because they're so bushy. You just keep working it through the needles. Sometimes you can get lucky, you can just wiggle the wire a bit. Sometimes you just got to trim the odd needle out the way. Other times you can grab it. Just trying to protect this shoot here so I don't damage it. I just keep turning it around because I find it easier to work on. So I've got probably about 30 of these to do. So looking at this one, try to take advantage of this little shoot, so I'll put him on the outside of the bend. So I go there you have it, start of a little bonsai tree. So I'll go get some much bigger ones. There's about 4, so I'll just grab a bigger one and bring it up. So this is a much bigger one that germinated first, and as you can see, they've got the mature needles on there, and as you can see, a lot of branching down low, and again not really in whorls, so kind of like the bottom section is, but then you get up into here. So I think the Austrian black pine's got some potential. From what I've noticed, they don't like the full heat, just need it a little bit cooler. They seem to grow a bit better. So this was in the 100ml pot like this. So they can do quite well even in small containers. So I think you can see the size difference there. It was in this one and then got potted to this size, but the tree itself got as big as it did in this small container. So that's a good sign for a bonsai as well, so that it can put on some growth. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll do an update in probably around October, November, 6 months time, and we'll see how these have progressed. So yeah.